that part. I know that I love you, but let me just say I don't wanna love you in no kind of way. No, no.
You ever feel like you just need to get something off your chest? Well, here I am. I'm a little sleepy, but I couldn't sleep anymore. I just had to get it off my chest. So a part of stepping out into the unknown and daring greatly, man, it's so hard. It's so hard to do. It's so hard to be vulnerable and to be shame resilient. It's hard to not put my worth in my art and my product. But I'm practicing that daily, and I'm thinking about what it means that just because what I put out there doesn't work doesn't mean I'm worthless. It doesn't mean that I'm not enough. Just because I've faced defeat in a relationship, it doesn't mean that I'm not enough or that I wasn't enough. That's a lot to grasp and internalize and move on, especially when we talk about what it is that we've known all of our lives, which is to let shame keep us from doing things, like how people are going to receive it, or if people think it sucks, or whatever. It keeps us from doing things. And I just decided I don't want to be in that place anymore. I want to be able to, no matter what anybody thinks, I want to know that everything's going to be okay. And I mean, I've known that, but I want to be able to really grasp and internalize that. So I sent a letter to my ex, just telling him everything I felt and how I did it for me. I did it for me. He doesn't even have to respond. But I had to share my feelings. I had to dare, and I had to be vulnerable, and I had to make sure that I put out there what it was that I was feeling. Whatever, yeah, I had to put that out there. I felt like, yeah, I had to put it out there. I mean, of course, you always think that there are going to be positive responses and that you'll get something good back from this exchange, but if not, I did what I needed to do to get to release, and right now that's what I'm focusing on. And then I called my dad, and by dad I mean the person who I always say is my sperm donor. I feel bad now because, yeah, I just feel bad now because I don't want to use that term to reference him anymore, because I'm at a place now where I want a relationship with him. Just a little backdrop of the story. When I was 21, after 18 years of never hearing from him, experiencing him in my life, anything, he found me on Facebook and he wrote me. And my response pretty much was like, you can go F yourself, really don't care, blah, blah, blah. In a nutshell, it's like a long response. But it's pretty much like, yeah, I really don't care about you, whatever you got to say, you suck, blah, blah, blah. And we had a couple exchanges over a couple months. And, yeah, and then I think the next year, or maybe it was that same year, I talked to him on the phone. And I still kind of felt, meh. And so here I am, maybe 2.5 years later, in a position, and I've grown to understand and come to realize some things that I don't want to have that interaction with him. I was talking to some ladies of the cloth, and I identified that, I shared with them that I had become so addicted to being the victim that I wasn't able to start the healing process. I only knew how to be a victim. I only knew how to hurt. I only knew how to be abandoned and feel alone. And I guess with this growth, I don't want to be the victim anymore. I don't want to be that daddyless daughter who's bitter and can't have a relationship with her own, like in her own life, because of the relationship she didn't have with her father. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be this person that walks around and harbors anger and resentment towards my own flesh and blood, towards the flesh and blood that created me. I don't want to be that person. And as any adult knows, like, things happen between adults. Like, if you're in a relationship, it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And I think for a long time, I only viewed it as he left me. Like, I really didn't care about what happened between him and my mom, because that has nothing to do with me. Like, he left me. And while that is the case too, like, he walked out on me too, like, but it wasn't my fault. Everybody doesn't have the skills and the tools to make things work, or to talk things out, or to figure things out. And I don't think that, I don't know. I don't think that it was all his fault, and I don't think that it was all my mom's fault. I think it was a shared experience, a shared weight of responsibility. And I'm not mad at my mom. And I guess I'll say that because, she's the one that's been raising me and taking care of me and all that. But to hear him say that he's tried and that he's always loved me and always wanted to look for me and all that stuff, it could be a lie. It could be a lie. But do I want to live my life thinking that everything is a lie? Do I want to live my life thinking that he can't be truthful, or that he doesn't want to be a part of my life? Do I want to live my life holding on to this victim role? Or do I want to let it go and just live? Like, it's no way to live just being a victim. Like, that's no way to live. Like, I've played that role for the past 20 years. Why do I want to keep doing that? Like, I played that role. It's not working. It hurts. It's keeping me from experiencing even my present day relationships. Like, a lot of the things, and I'm beginning to realize that now, and after unpacking and doing some work, like, things I was dealing with my dad, I didn't even know I was dealing with my dad, were becoming hesitance to my last relationship. Like, because I'm thinking that everybody that, even the people that actually are supposed to love me and supposed to be there, they don't even stay. So why would you stay? So now I have to test the fact that you're here, and test the fact that you said that you want to be with me and you love me and staying, and consequently I'm pushing people away. And I don't want to play that role no more. It's not working for me. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to be the victim. And so I want to let it go. Surprisingly, when I called, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to feel. I still don't know what to say. I still don't know what to feel. But I did it. And I think that's the part of being vulnerable and daring greatly. I told him how I felt. I didn't really go into like, oh my God, you hurt me so bad. I didn't feel the need to. And I think part of it's because I already did, like, when I was 21, when I was like, screw you, nigga, you suck, I hate you. But I just expressed my feelings, like, straight up and honest. Like, he just started talking to me about different things, and like daddy things, and like, these are all the things I needed to hear growing up. This is the protection and guidance that I needed growing up. And of course he apologized. He apologized several times. And I told him, I'm not telling you this to make you, like, to put the blame on you or to make you feel any kind of way. I just need to tell you that this is what I needed growing up. This is what I needed. This is what I needed to experience. And because I didn't get that, so many things happened to me that I feel like shouldn't have happened. And I know we talk about the fact that even if he was there, the same things could have happened and all that. But I just feel like I don't, letting go of that hurt, anger, and resentment, and putting him as the person who is the bad guy. I'm letting go of that, and if I let go of that, I can't look at him as somebody who is going to be a liar and not be honest with me. I just can't do that.
I don't want a broken heart, and I don't want to play the